Guys, so today we are going to discuss about the most fundamental example in Android or in any programming language, that is Hello World program. So what we are going to learn in this particular example? So in this particular lecture we are going to learn how you can write a Hello World example, like the screen will come and here Hello World examples like you can see in the screen. And second thing is that you will see what are the important files that we need to change as part of these particular examples. So what we are using, we are assuming that all the setup and all these things are already done in your system. So what we are doing, we are using Android Studio. So let's try to design an Hello World example using Android Studio. So let's jump into the Android Studio, open Android Studio, and what you can do, just go to the file and new project. Okay, just do a new project. You can give any name. So here I am giving Hello World. Okay, so here you can see application name. So this is the application name, company name, that's okay. Project location, you can put it in any location, but here I am putting here only. So just click on next. So after that, so this is the SDK and all. So I think so that's okay. No need to change. You can check, you can take any activities, but in this particular example let's take empty activity and work on that. So click on next, and here you can give any activity name here. So here it is showing that main activity, or you can give hello activity. Anything should be fine, means any name should be fine. And after that just finish it. So once you click on finish, so what Android Studio is going to do, so you can see it is creating project. So Android Studio is going to create the project Hello World, and it is going to create all this folder structure. So this is already existing, so it is opening, by the way, I'm just describing. So it is going to create all the folder structure like this, and a Gradle service it is going to provide, which is responsible for building and all these things. And here there will be some package like Java, manifest, REST drawable layout, min map, values. So all this folder is going to come. So in this particular example, we'll focus on two files actually. One is activity main.xml and main activity.java. So these are the main two files you need to understand to do any kind of programming in Android. After that, we'll day by day, in the next subsequent example, I'll go over all the folder structure. We'll see what is Android manifest.xml. We'll see how we can use this particular Java files and all, and what are the responsible for this. So we'll see all the folder structure, but for today or for today's lessons, let's focus only on two files. One is activity main.xml and main activity.java. So now my new project is being created, whose name you can see, the Hello World. Here you can see also, which is name is Hello World, and it is doing, if you'll see in the bottom here, Gradle build is running. So that means it is building all the project and seeing whether every dependencies is okay or not. So it is trying to see, and you can see the folder structure, manifest, Java, REST, Gradle. Okay, so and like I also told, so we are going to do the Hello World example. Two things we need to achieve in this particular example, right? One is do the example, and second one is, so just see what are the important files. So that is very important. We are not going to discuss about all the folder structure in this particular example, rather than what are the important files we are going to change in this particular example. In the subsequent lessons, we are going to understand what are the roles of each and every folder. But in this particular example, we will focus only on two files. One is activity.main.xml, one is main activity.java. Okay. So let's okay, so let's run this particular program. If you'll run, I have not done any changes, but if you'll run by default, so what is happening, so Android Studio is giving a default view like Hello World. Okay, so what was my objective? My objective is to change this particular. Let's focus only on activity main.example. So my objective is not to print Hello World. Let me print Hello World example. Okay, example, or maybe fast example of Android, something like that. So you can change the text here. Actually this is a text view, you can see. So this is activity main.xml. So here it is having two view. One is design view. If you'll go to only design view, it is going to design. You can drag and drop all these things also in this particular screen, like plain text, toolbar, button, text view, all these things. But I am in text because I'm comfortable in writing the codes instead of dragging and dropping. So that's up to you. And once you do some changes here, you can see, so this is the preview. so this particular screen. So when you do, you can actually preview this particular thing. Okay, whatever changes you are doing, so you can just immediately preview this. Okay, sorry, yeah, okay, yeah, we can preview this here also. Okay, like you do some changes, so it is going to reflect immediately. Okay, so it is actually processing, so that's why it is taking a little bit time, but yeah, otherwise you can see. So GGG has come example. Okay, so I think running is completed. Once your run is completed, so your emulator is going to open. So this is the emulator, and you see it is showing hello world. So once I done the changes hello world example, let's run this once again. So it should show hello world example instead of hello world, right? So let's see the output. Okay, so you can see it is running now. So it is running, it is completed. You can see hello world example. Okay, so now we are good. Okay, so the basic steps what we did, just created a project and opened the activity.main.xml and change the text value of the text view. Okay, so this is how you create a hello world example. But our second objective was to understand the main files, important files, not all the folder structure and all, but what are the important files that are affected in this, in any particular example, right? In this particular example we have already seen, so activity main.xml is one of the important file, because whatever the designing and all these things you are trying to do, then you must do in this particular activity underscore main.xml. You might use different XML files also in this particular layout. So this is the folder which is responsible to design all of our layout. So suppose you want to design a button, so you can just take a button here. Okay, and so this is going to show here. You can give some text. Okay, sorry, text button text, suppose hello, or submit button, submit. So you can see submit has come. Okay, so whatever designing and all these things you are going to do, so you can do in this particular example. So activity main.xml, so this is the very important file which is responsible for your layout designing. So this you must understand. After that, that is main activity.java, which is inside the Java folder and which is inside the hello world. Okay, main activity.java. So this is the file which is responsible for writing all the business logic. So whatever business logic you need to write, so you need to write inside this particular onCreate method. So this is one of the lifecycle method of the activity. We'll see what are the different methods and why I need to write inside onCreate method, why not in other method. So that all these things you need to understand, but all the things business logic you need to write, you must be writing inside this particular class actually. Okay, and you need to call in this particular onCreate method. So because the processing will start from here. Yeah, we'll see, we'll do some changes all this also in this particular in next examples maybe. Okay, but for now I think you understand so how you can write a hello world program, and you understand what is the role of activity main.xml, what is the role of main activity.xml, and all the parameter, whatever, suppose you did a button here, click submit, so you can write all the logic inside this particular business logic, right? Okay, so now since you have done already this particular example, so I think you have done this particular example, right? So what I want you to do, so just do a similar example, okay, so with this particular screen as the output. So what you need to do, okay, so this is hello world example. Okay, just create the, so what are the things you are doing? So here it is written, so you are changing the background color. Okay, background color of the whole screen. So if you see, so background color is changed. Font color, this is hello world example was there, but its size has increased, also its color has changed. So this is another two things you need to do. Size of the text, yeah, so this is the things you need to do. So if you go and try all these things, okay, so this is the small assignment for you, just try and let me know. So if you once completed, okay, so this is the basic thing. I will just give a hint here there is okay, here there is some attribute. If you'll see, so all the attribute you will get text color, so this is the text color. Okay, so if you change this, you can see you just changed it, right? So here again, so you want to increase the size, right? Then text size, so then there is a attribute known as text size. Okay, so suppose like that. Okay, so okay, like 20 dp, Okay, you can see now it has changed, right? So this is the things I'm not doing. And another thing is how to change the background. So just think about that and just try to complete this particular small assignment, and just type yes if you are done with this particular assignment. And just one hint, so since this is the background of the whole layout, so you need to write something here only. Okay, so these are the hints. Okay, and in the next class or next lecture, we are going to understand all this folder structure, and we'll do a little bit more attribute learning of this particular text view. We'll create some small design, text view and button and all these things in this next particular example. If you like this video, just give a thumbs up. You can share also, you can comment in this particular video once you are done with this particular small assignment. Okay, thank you.